All right, we're officially live. Welcome into the Yes or Yes Academy, right? Live trading. Uh Thursday, May 29th, 2025. I'm your host, Gerardo G. Money Pies. And we have other people here as well that are with us. Dan most usually, yeah, oh, he's here. Dan, it's either Dan. Welcome in. My co-host Daniel, Daniela, they help me out here in the back end with any messages and stuff like that. So let me make sure we give them those co-host access and they can chime in as needed. All right, but as always, right? We are here for speculation, educational purposes only. So any trade idea, any suggestion, it is trade at your own risk. So make sure to know how to manage your account, your lot sizes, and most importantly, right, do not trade any money you cannot afford to lose. The most important thing is to find consistency in your trading. Kind of create something that works for you as far as entry and risk management. And then, as you get better at it and more confidence, right? You can start multiplying your money just simply by, putting in bigger lot sizes. Well, you need more money to put in bigger lot sizes, right? So again, there's options out there with regarding funded accounts, the brokers, right? That the GNTX situation where they'll give you some more margin to be able to trade bigger lots. But other than that, guys, consistency is the most important thing. And yeah, capitalize on those price movements. So let's go. Let's go ahead and get started here. Let's see what these charts have for us today. And yeah, let's kick it off. Just real quick. So I think it was on Monday or Tuesday, right? I forgot exactly when that I shared it, but okay. What caught my attention? Hey, I like that. C, that's actually COC in just three letters right there. And that's what you meant, that Joe. It works out right there. But this one caught my attention. I think Monday or Tuesday night, right? I saw the Elliott wave. Okay, the start here 0, 1, 2, right? This right here is an impulse correction impulse, but this is not three because it needs to break the one, right? When it comes to the Elliott wave, right? So we broke the one, and this counts as one big push. So that's 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. As long as 4 does not come into the high of 1, alrighty, that works. And then we got 5. The moment we complete this Elliott wave, right, we have a correction phase coming. We have a correction phase coming. And we have a little minor correction here, but I see it as 1, 2, and well, actually not 1. X, A, somebody to B, C. Okay. That completes an entire leg or a proper impulse, right? If we were just to do if we were connect from 0 to 5, right? That is one huge impulse, and then we would connect from X to C. That is one huge impulse down. So now we have one strong leg of waves, right? Of impulse and correction. That makes sense. And that's where the Elliott wave comes in, right? It's just more like understanding how that pattern works, and again, the way I make it easy is okay. Where's price going to go, right? Where's price going to go from there? So there's the Elliott wave, and another thing about the Elliott wave, okay, is that once it completes it in this fashion, it actually makes harmonics. Then pop quiz, with the name of pop quiz, where will you draw the harmonic right here? If you guys are able to do that.
Oh yeah, easy.
Let me see. Let me see
One,
what you got, Dan.
boom, 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 something like that.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Good stuff there, Dan. That's exactly the harmonic right there. Impulse, correction, impulse, pull back here, and that is the harmonic. Point D, you buy from point D, and we take it to the top side. Okay.
The other thing about the harmonic though, gee, we're gonna come back and retest this entry level this one last time before it gets above this.
Okay. That's a good observation. Well, momentum will do it. Sometimes we get those double touches, then for sure. Sometimes, but
Sometimes, yeah.
sometimes when it's ready to go and everything, like it is, right? I don't know. Maybe this one just takes off, man. I really do because we're mainly bullish uh uh momentum right now. That's where momentum comes in, I guess you could say, right? It helps us understand that momentum a little bit better. But no, yeah, harmonic is on point. There was one more thing that I was going to share from here. Oh yeah. And then here, right, if we would draw a fib from low to high, let me still hide the indicators, right? We did come in all the way almost 78%. That's the right fit. Hold on, guys. Houston. There it is. Drawing. All right, perfect. Yeah. So this, and you can fib the entire impulse. We came back to about 50%, which is 76% of the previous weekly low and high, and we're back above, guys, of that 23%. We are not the 20%, slightly higher. Hold on. No, yeah, so we are back above that 23%, guys. We are based on this area, based on the entire impulse. So that's a good sign. Okay, that's a good sign. It's a great sign, actually. And then here goes the fib from the previous week, low to high. And I think we're trying to get to that 23%. That 23% has a 12-hour drop-based drop weighting. So basically, we take out these highs. There's also an 8-hour drop-based drop. So price is trying to get to that equilibrium point. And if we switch over quickly to this chart, okay, the higher time frame boxes, lower time frame charts, right? Previous week was bullish. Previous week was bullish. Here is the low of it. And so then he's like, no, don't let it come back there, Dan. I have a good position and I don't want to lose it.
Got you, got you. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
I'm
yeah.
looking forward to hit that. You get that
If
33,
price comes back
45.
there, I'm done trading, huh? Just gonna sell.
I'm
Price
just
coming back
teasing this
down
one,
here.
Andy, Dan. That's all. I'm just teasing him because he got a good position back there. And he does not want to get in that pullback roller coaster, man, after he's in deep profits with his account, one of his accounts. But no, you're good, man. You're good. But yeah, guys. So see, previous week was bullish, previous week low, previous week high, and we technically made a higher high from this week, right? So this is an impulse and it's the correction. Pretty straightforward, guys. So I like that. So I think we're trying to get to that 23%, establish ourselves there, and then continue going to that area. Are we done with news? I know there was some news in the morning. 7:30 news pass. We got some one more, the pending home sales. How did this news come into play? Yeah, unemployment claims came on negative compared to the forecasted. So, that potentially can bring some pessimism into the market when it comes to the value of the dollar. So, so let's go to the 2-hour chart, okay, and kind of go be more surgeons. Previous weekly candle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is where I love the just kind of understanding, um, the daily candlesticks and just equilibrium in general, right? So everything has its low, everything has its high, and everything has its midpoint, right? So, we have a box system. The weekly candlesticks has the lowest high, and obviously 50% of that week is the midpoint. So check this out here, guys, right? You probably guys already see it. So this was Monday, this was Tuesday, this was Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. See, Wednesday came into not even 23% of Tuesday. Thursday came back down, and then Friday went back up. So price needed to balance out Tuesday. And this little line here, if you can see it, is 50% of Tuesday's price action. This is the daily candlestick, remember. Look at that. Came back, perfectly touched it, and it's shooting up very nice. So I think we go to the previous daily high. What price line is that?
I think it's 33.40 something. Right.
This one is 33.25, and the next one is 33.50. So those will be my two targets for today. and see if we can get there. I was waiting
I
for
have,
it. Go
yeah,
ahead,
I have
Dan.
20, I have 33.25 and 33.46
Perfect,
are my
perfect.
targets.
46, Dan.
Yeah.
All right. So I was literally waiting for this 30-minute pullback to come into this rally-based rally. It may come in, may come not, within this time. But if not, we'll just kind of use the box system to take us home. This impulse is not complete, right? On the highs, so it's kind of really a little tough to measure it a little bit. But if we look at the if we look at the box system, right, on the 1 hour chart, right now the box system has been working best for me. Just using it on the 1 hour chart and the 5 minute. 1 hour and 5 minute, it gives me good confirmation. And literally, right, we came back to about 50% of it.
And we're also breaking a trend line here.
This one done?
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful. I like it. I like it.
So probably expect the retouch of that trend line and then continue up.
Didn't he just create a morning star on the 1 hour also?
On the bottom?
Like no, right where your middle line is, the blue and red
right
one.
here. Gotcha.
I think it should be a morning star also.
Yep,
I was
right
trying
there.
to play it there. Yeah, I was trying to play it there, and I missed it entry. I think the one that's lower, I was trying to play that ETN, and it came 32.76. I tried to get in at 32.75. I had my phone in sleep mode, man, so I missed it by 10 pips.
I see.
Yeah.
I like that. I think I saw it on my phone. This touch over here. This is there. Dr. Latrice's not here today, I think, yet, but we would have made her proud mentioning Morningstar, Evening Stars.
I think the under was actually showing better than networks.com.
Gotcha. Give me a second. Dang, this thing is just pumping up. Yeah, this is looking pretty good, guys. We are touching that base drop that we had yesterday. And I think it's ready to go. I think, I don't think we're gonna get that pullback at all. So we're at here it goes. Perfect. We failed. We 15-minute BC right here. I like this. 15-minute BC. Beautiful. What color that blue? So this is kind of where like equilibrium goes up and therefore price never comes back down to the original equilibriums, right? So demand is building. So I'm waiting for price to come in here, rally-based rally. All right. Well, if we have more equilibrium being built above it or more demand, it's even a 20-minute zone, right? We may not get up there. We may not get up there. 20 minutes. All right. Okay, guys. What was I gonna go? Yeah, on the 1 hour chart, the boxes. All right, so what I'm noticing, guys, right, is these equilibrium points, the midpoints of each 3 boxes are very important. Very, very important. Okay. Like for example, like at this point right here, let me rewind it just a little bit. Right there. Okay. So the structure, momentum, timing, SMT, each box has an SMT, right? Each box has a structure, momentum, and timing. Okay. So here's the low, this one, and here's the high. So on the bigger scale, that's an impulse. Okay. The other 2 boxes, though, right? They're kind of, that's the high and that's the low. Okay. The medium box has an impulse down. And the small box, that's the high, and that's the same low. So it's also down. So you can get a little bit, okay, kind of tricky there. Like, okay, what's going to really happen? But that's where the midpoints comes in. Of the midpoints, so midpoint one, midpoint two, if they're above the 204 midpoint, we're still bullish. We're still bullish. Okay. These midpoints need to be on the bottom side to really kind of change our thinking. Okay. And so this is still a pullback. And even here, right, this is a complex pullback to the downside. And again, it goes that harmonic that we just somewhat drew earlier, right? So this is still bullish right here when price went up above the red midpoint. Okay. That's some confirmation that buyers are back in control, right? We could have potentially executed it from right there, stop loss at the low of that one, and then just take it back up, to wherever destination we want. Okay. So that's kind of how you find confirmation. I like to keep it just in the 1 hour and the 5 minutes. They all work together. And here in a few hours, right, the red midpoint is going to be shifting upwards. So the future of the red midpoint or the blue box is more bullish in my opinion. We just got to kind of catch price up here. Okay, just kind of catch it a good area to take us to the top side. 10-minute chart. And let's kind of look at the 5 minute right quick. Okay. So the 5 minute, it was let's review how price went up on the 5 minute chart. Okay, so on the 5 minute chart, yesterday I wanted to buy from here. I was telling Svenandi, he had sent me a message like, man, everything was there, right? But on the higher time frame and looking left, that was the buy. Okay, I personally couldn't buy this simply because Dan, what is it based? Do we have confirmation to buy here, Dan? Other than looking left and using the higher time frame in this scenario? Dan,
I'm sorry, I muted.
well, we can ask Daniela. Daniela, can you speak, Daniela? Daniela's still holding her bullish bullish harmonic. She's not gonna change that.
No, I'm back and forth. I'm looking at the charts, but I have to come back and see what was the latest thing he said. I'm sorry.
No, I was just right here saying, like, is this ready for a buy based on just the 5 minute box?
Right now, to me, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I would say yes.
The based on the midpoints here on the 5 minute, the way everything's aligned. And I probably did, you probably I don't want to put you in the spot. You probably are,
No,
back and forth.
Everything okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, G.
Yeah.
I didn't have my chart and markup last week. I would have missed that, man. But I've been waiting on this trade for like.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it's been some time, 100%.
Yeah, but I remember also when you point out the harmonic from the first time when it had shop. If you actually look on the 12 hour also, it created like the fair body gap. So that's what actually gave me some confirmation, and then it created like an N wave also on the bigger time frame. So like the break and retest.
Yeah.
And
I think, the higher time frame, everything was there. Everything was there for sure in the higher time frame, for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm still okay with on the higher time frame on the daily charts when I saw the bullish engulfing candles. So that's when I said it's gonna be bullish, right? Last week, I think it was last week.
Yeah.
At the beginning. And yeah, I'm still.
You got all of that swing, right? Didn't you, Daniel, for last week?
Yes.
Yeah, she's still holding.
Yeah, I'm still holding.
Yeah. But we are quick as we go to the live charts here.
31, 30?
Yeah, she's down there. But hold on, guys. So basically on the box system by itself, right? On the box system by itself, right? Here goes the high, here goes the low. But here, right, this low, correct me if I'm wrong, right, Dan, this is the midpoint, this is the 50%, right, of the 204, give or take.
Yeah.
Right? So the planets or the momentum is not aligned because bullish just yet, simply because you got 17, 52, 204. So everything is still slightly bearish. So that's the reason why I personally I didn't enter here. yet, right? So I did not enter that buy at that time. But we can still use the box to confirm, right? The first clue is letting price get back above, right? The red midpoint. Okay. And once we get back above, like, okay, it may work. And here goes the beautiful thing that the cloud does not do, as I told you guys yesterday, right? The cloud does not let us know when it's going to turn. We just still see bearish, right? So check this out here. The future of the blue box is bullish, right? The future of the medium box is bearish, correct? So what is it telling us? That we're going to get a cloud twist at some point. I think it's I think I didn't put an alarm. So there, that could have just gave us some confirmation for us to look at it. And now we're ready to go, ready to fly. All right, let's see, guys. Here. All right. We're at that 15-minute zone. Yeah, I think it's worth a shot. Okay, just make sure to use proper risk management to buy it up. 20-minute. Okay, we didn't perform that 20. Yeah, 15 looks pretty good. Let's see. Features to push. Yeah, I'm gonna start scaling in this position for a buy with Goldie. Start throwing some pebbles in there. Perfect. Okay. Let's see if we can find some more ETM confirmation or some little imbalance at the bottom. Okay, we hit that 10-minute area. This one is still a factor here, y'all. Okay. Right here. This 30-minute one is it. Okay. So what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of scaling in a position there and may kind of layer some to take it into consideration. This candlestick here. Let's go to the 4-hour. Okay. Nice engulfing candlestick on the 4-hour chart. Okay. This is something that Miss Letitia kind of helped me see, right? So every time we get 3 bullish consecutive candlesticks, we're going to get a pause. So we got our pause right there. Also on the 8-hour is one huge candlestick. So that's not bad. So I'm actually going to measure the 8-hour candlestick because the nice bullish one right there. 8-hour. There we go. And yeah, I mean, at least the 23% touch will be nice. Okay. We go back to the 30-minute chart. There it is. Right there. Okay. 23% of the 8-hour chart candle. It's not a bad entry. Excuse me, 23%, which is around 3305, 3306, give or take. That's, another, this is, we want to wait a little bit more just to eliminate this drawdown. That's not a bad area right there, between 3308, 3306. $33.06, $33.08. Okay, that I like this as an entry. Right there, perfect. Okay, I'm floating one entry right now, guys, but if we get lower, we can potentially get it. Okay, and first TP for me will be 33.30 up to 33.35. Alrighty. Okay, so we got some alarm there waiting. We'll see how it plays out. right, let me speculate further as we wait for those alarms to hit. Euro USD, we left the markup. I think I showed you guys this markup on Euro USD. Look at that. It came down, got my stop loss, but it pushed up very nicely. I didn't trade this one, but we were looking for this setup, right? We were looking for this setup right here. And it played out, in the directional very well. Okay, very well. So I like that a lot. And yesterday, Tommy was looking for buys on UJ. That one also spiked up very nicely, exactly where he wanted to go. I had us going to the previous weekly open, but it actually price actually came to the previous weekly open, right? 2 weeks ago, and it tapped into it and just got the nice rejection to the downside. So on the 12-hour chart for USD JPY, that same area was a nice base drop. Okay, and now we're getting down. We get a nice reaction from there. Very nice reaction. I think this one, I'm letting it go right now because intraday we're more bullish. But I think towards the night, we can start selling this one, from after 10 p.m. Central Time for me. We can start looking to sell this one, maybe back to these lows right there. And so I'm looking for something like this and down. And if that does happen, that is approximately a good 90 pips. Okay. And there goes. Flip zone, break, retest, touch 50% of this candlestick. I do like that. But if you're more bullish, there is opportunity to buy simply because, right, we're touching the 50% of this push up, right? Yeah, we got some nice areas there. So I'm letting UJ go, just wait a little bit longer on it. But for the most part, I think I do see the where's the DX? I do see the dollar time to go back down as it's been. Okay. Yeah. Where was that candlestick? This candlestick. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's what I had in mind there. Yeah, remember. So I told you guys, right? This candlestick, I see that as the control candlestick. It oversold to the extension, pulled back to negative 61.8%, and then we finally got a nice drop down. And we this week finally pulled up to about 88% retracement of this week, and we're still below that 23% line of this control candlestick. So I do see the dollar continuing to fall. Okay. And I think the momentum speaks for itself. Let's see. Perfect. Yeah, on the 1-hour chart, right? The structure high to low is bearish. Boom. Nice 78% retracement. Okay. The midpoint line, it did kind of creep up above a little bit, but we're about to get a twist, right? We're going to get a twist pretty soon on this. We're going to get a 1-hour cloud twist on this one. So I do see a weak dollar coming up. Therefore, weak dollar would buy gold, buy Euro USD, GU, if all the other all the other coins cooperate, right? The value of them. Any questions, guys, or anything? Let me know, please. And now we're just kind of hanging tight here with Goldie. Okay, hanging tight there. So yeah, let me speculate the other pairs. Let's do a clean slate here on GU. We'll go to Euro USD, and anything else we'll go from there. All right, so we'll try the 5 minute. Okay. So this is pretty straightforward here. This one on GBP USD. Look at that, guys. 5 minute chart. You turn it on right around 8:30, 9 o'clock. All right, we have our low, we have our high, bullish on the big box, which is the last 17 hours. Okay, low to high, very nice. Okay, once you have that, you fib it. Low to high, boom. Right there, very nice. We're above that 23%, guys. So, and we touched the equilibrium point right here. Very nice. I like the buys here. I mean, just on this alone, guys, I like the buys. Just from this alone, I like the buys for GBP USD. Don't need to overthink it too much. And I like the buys on it. We're above the 23. We came back and balanced out here. The future is bullish for GBP USD. So that's good. You know, if we get one more touch of 23%, even better. Maybe with the stop loss below the midpoint of the 52. Right there, guys. Okay. I like that. I mean, that looks pretty good. Let's go find some more confirmation just to be safe. Now let's go to the 1 hour chart. How do we look on the 1 hour chart? What's the box momentum on the 1 hour chart or the structure? It's still bullish, right? So we got a 5 minute box turned bullish with a 1 hour box that's been bullish, right? Oh, nice, Dan. Thanks for that.
Base rally or drop is right at you can zoom in right. I circle it. Yeah, zoom in. I can't see that too good. It's scrunched up a little bit, but I think I see a good entry area is BEC.
Yeah. We probably already got the wick, Dan. We probably already got the wick in there.
Yeah, we got the wick of the BEC. Yeah.
Let me see if we can fib that candlestick by itself. Yeah, it already came back and touched in 38%. So that may be ready. They may be ready.
Yeah.
But check this out, guys. Thanks for pointing. So remember what did I do on the 5 minute chart? All I did was I found the lowest point, right? And then I found the highest point. And then what did I do? I fibbed it. Low to high. There it is. So my take profit, obviously we always try to go to the previous, the 23%. That's in that vicinity, right? In that vicinity there, maybe a little bit higher, but we do at least have an opportunity to trade. And it's a little tight, 27 pips up to 37. But again, though, right? The mark of what's exactly the same on the 5 minute and on the 1 hour chart. Find your low, find your high, fib it, and let the fib levels help us there to navigate the chart. So that's very good. I do like that. And again, now we just got to focus on some ETM candlesticks, right? Dan just found, but let me just kind of check out the 12-hour. All right, perfect. So here in the 12-hour chart, okay, we have a drop-based drop. This doesn't scare me too much simply because the momentum is bullish, right? But we still have to keep it in consideration because it's going to be a problem zone that you know, the price is just going to want to rebalance itself or that. So drop base drop, but again, all momentum is bullish. 8 hour, well, 8 hour, we got a nice engulfing candle. 4 hour, 3 consecutive bullish candles. 3, nothing there too much, nothing there. All right, and there goes that BZ that Dan pointed out. Okay. So we got a 12-hour supply versus a 1 hour demand, but the demand has momentum based on the box system, right? The demand has momentum based on the box system. So, you know, I like this to go higher. All right, so I'll fit this one wick to, I'll measure that one wick to wick. Right there. Let's just kind of keep going down in time frames. This is a break of structure candle, I believe. 45 minutes. 30, 20, there it is. Rally base rally inside of 1 hour zone. Right there. Those. All right, so we're there, man. We're literally there. We're literally there.
Yeah, looking pretty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the 10-minute. We got news in 5 minutes too. Yeah. I like this. I would love one more touch at that 23%. I'll put an alarm right there. And let's go back to 10. Yeah, let's go back to the 10. I like the 10-minute chart. Entry just below the 23%, and then the stop loss down here. It's just shy of a 3-to-1. Stop loss approximately 20 pips. Take profit 50. Okay. So let's see if we can get this one, guys. I do like this. I think the Euro Bank is closed, so I'm gonna leave this one alone. Yeah. French holiday, German holiday. Yeah, I may just leave this one alone for today. We checked in. Yeah, UJ, we're waiting on that one too. Let's kind of look at the big boys here. Oh, I'm curious to see, Nico, what did US 30 do? Ah, look at that. Which, look at that. Again, right? Marking up charts is one thing. Trading them is another. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I traded it because I didn't trade it, but that was the markup right there. And I do want to just back test. I think we were here that day. Yeah, I think, Nico, you asked me this one before 8 o'clock on Wednesday. And this is what's interesting, right? Just on the 1 hour chart alone, right? Everything is bullish. Actually, no, excuse me, not everything is bullish. There's the high, there's the low, that's the impulse. But look at the position of the 52 mid. It's above here. The 17 mid is above, so we have a bullish cloud, right? I was saying, okay, maybe we come back and balance this one. That's why I have that entry there and then take it back up to the highs. The price is always, they're just finding ways to trap us sometimes. I try not to use that language too much because, it's not a positive language, manipulation, fake out. I try to avoid it as much as possible, right? But here, right, the price did bounce up of the 50. Now, this is actually a very good example. Okay, right here is a beautiful example. Remember, each midpoint line represents equilibrium on the number of candles it has. So here, okay, price came in and actually touched the red line right there. Okay, right there it is. And it made a higher high, right? But it really, the bigger the midpoint line, the stronger it is. So to me, right, I don't see this as a liquidity grab. I see this as impulse correction, impulse. I want to go higher. I just made a higher high, right? And then from there, I'll decide if, okay, should I start trending already or do I need more equilibrium to go upwards? Okay. So, and then we hit play. Okay, that's what happens there. And look at that. It touches the midpoint perfectly. This is the smart money concept type of trades. Okay. Grab liquidity and sell. But you guys, right? I'm teaching you guys to see the structure and the momentum. This is still bullish, right, guys? And even form a harmonic. Okay. And even though this is a good move, a lot of money was made from here. Which one was the bigger move? The buy. The sell was just a little appetizer. The main meal was to buy. And that's kind of where I want to get my eyes trained and always trying to trade with the bigger move, right? But we're back down over here. Come back to over there. This one is still bullish in my book. We want to come back and test maybe this, but we'll see what happens. Okay. All right, 9 o'clock news is in. $33.30 is a good take profit for me if it does decide to go up there. Yeah, there's another. I'm just getting a message here, guys, that there's another person pretending to be me on Telegram. You might beware of that one. It's already sending some people some fake messages there. Please do not.
You are popular, G-Money.
I don't want to be popular this way. Yeah, anybody that if you want to request video verification, please do so. I would never be asking for money directly for any type of investment or anything like that. So just FYI. Here we go. 9 o'clock news is here. And I do like this setup here, 30 minutes. Okay. Okay. I think we're now getting a decent pullback here. So I am gonna fib the 5-minute candlestick, the 5-minute box now. There it is, perfect. 23% is right there. Way too much. But I do like that, guys. Okay. Just a matter of just waiting a little bit lower, hanging tight, and hold some drawdown, or just simply layer some entries. But I do like that 33.30, 33.5 target. Okay. All right, let's have more people in. Welcome in, guys. Let me see. What's up, Keston? Roy, welcome in. Steph, welcome in. I missed you. Yeah, we're waiting. We got some GU buys. Okay. And also waiting for some gold buys. I got a one entry there just to kind of test the waters. But if we get down to this 33.08 or 33.06 area, that's another opportunity for us to look at a long. And we also got this rally-based rally there, okay, for a good position here. Obviously, gold is moving massively right now. So, I mean, this stop loss is like $15, so 150 pips. But we're trying to get 30. So, it's the ratio that's important, right? It's the ratio that's important. I think I was telling you, Tommy, yesterday, or maybe I forgot who, right? It's like this is the setup right here. But if I do get in, right, I'm only expecting to be in drawdown a third of it. Okay. Even though this is 15 bucks in drawdown, 150 pips, right? Each one is 50, 50, 50. I'm trying to time the entry to where like I'm only in drawdown on about a third. Okay. That's what I'm trying to do. I also got the FIBO system activated right now. And yeah. Yeah, guys, today definitely check out if you haven't had the indicator, you should have everybody should have access to the indicator. If you submitted your trading view username, any last request the last day or so, it should be ready as well. We should also start seeing access to the things that were locked. Okay. And yeah, today by midday, that all should be ready to go. If not, I'll follow up with everybody one more time to double check, and we'll make sure it's completed. Okay, and that comes with the alert system of the FIBO through Telegram. Every time a signal goes out, you get an alert from Telegram, and they'll let you, will send you back to the chart to verify it. Okay. Looking good, guys. It's looking good. Here in 3 minutes, this candlestick's about to close, this bullish candle. Okay.
A morning star.
And a morning star, absolutely.
Put my stop loss too tight and got stopped it out, man.
One more time.
I'm saying I put my stop loss too tight at 10 and it stopped it out and then went back up.
Hey man, you stop putting those Lambo lots, man.
I gotta do what we gotta do, man. It was my life stuff. I just let the fun do the rest.
Yeah, I think once this candlestick close the way it is, guys, in 2-3 minutes, I think we're taking off. Okay, we're taking off. But if you got in the buy, I got your message of Prachi. Yeah, no, I think I submitted yours already, so you're good. I submitted it yesterday afternoon. All right, 1 second. Yep, now I'm in blue now.
I also got in the buy.
Nice. What was your price entry, man?
My entry was 3314.74.
Okay. Yeah, I got in there as well at the
Me too.
33.14. So now
Me
we're
too in
in
the
blue.
buy.
¿También tú, Paul? Perfect.
Sí, también.
Perfect, guys.
Si pasamos el drop base drop de 10,
Oh, sí,
igual
y ya lo
entro
tocamos, Paul.
con...
Ya lo tocamos.
Sí.
Entonces, básicamente ya el
Sí.
volumen ahí ya se usó y no pudo bajar el precio. Entonces, ahí, ¿cómo se dice? Pues yo creo que va para arriba.
Para
Yeah,
arriba. Sí, sí.
so what I was telling Paul, guys, is right, this 10-minute drop base drop is here, and we already kind of used the volume of it, right? And that's what created this little delay, right? It created this little delay. It's like it's more of a problem zone. But if we can get back above it, boom. Andrea got it from 33.10. Okay, Andrea. Oh, from we saw this candlestick go down. Very nice, very nice. That's very good. It's about a 90 pip move, guys. 90 pip move. On a Pebble entry, that's $9. You double that, that's 18, right? If you have a dot 10, I mean that's almost $100 in a matter of an hour, minutes, excuse me. Right. So again, just finding the consistency, and that's how it multiplies, right? Yeah. Once this candlestick closes here in 8 seconds, any little wick to the downside, I would love to get in again.
The cloud, I think, also already twisted on the 1 hour.
Okay, perfect. But look, we got a feeble signal coming up too, guys. It's not
Oh.
confirmed yet. It's not confirmed yet. It confirms when it closes, but the volume is there. The volume is there. Very nice. We got AI confirmation.
Are we waiting the 3305 entry or?
No, Victor, I don't think so anymore. I don't think we're ready to
Okay.
go. Yeah, we were waiting 3308, 3306. I don't think we're gonna get there anymore. We did come down here to 3310, and then look, we formed this morning star pattern. So I don't think we come back to this low again at all.
Okay.
And now Fibo is turning on, Victor, and I think it's
Ready to go.
I'm just hanging tight, hanging tight. Remember, this thing confirms once it closes. But because it's popping up, right? All right, go, Keston. Good luck, man. Yeah, so because it's trying to pop up, it's meeting certain conditions. The only reason why this thing has not confirmed it is because it needs to close. All right, let me. Try this at home, kids, not by yourself. Don't change it to a different time frame. Oh, very nice. Look, it actually confirmed it on the 2 minute. So I do like it, guys. I mean, I'm gonna put another entry in there, but anything again that touches this red line or 23% of this candlestick, this one might drop. ¿Cuántos pips es este por? Oh, very
Ahora
nice.
te lo mido.
¿Cuántos pips es este señal que nos daría? Más o menos, ¿son 80 o 100?
55. La última vela de 5, 55 pips.
Okay, perfect. GU's also coming to our entry. If you want to trade that one, it's coming. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for it to get a reaction. Yeah, I'm focused on gold right now, so I'm waiting for this to touch here, and if we go back and touch the alarm, I'll be trading with momentum. Y así, Víctor, así da. Esta entrada aquí, pues es la primera, pero si sube para atrás y me toca esta alarma con confirmación, ahí se puede poner el Lambo, man. Ahí, pero ahí estamos.
Okay. I got it.
Sí.
Ready to go.
Pablo, next, Pablo. See you tomorrow, man. All right, guys. So here we're getting that wick right here. We're getting that pullback right there. We touched the equilibrium of the 9 of the red line. Excuse me. So that's the little pullback I was waiting for it to touch. To me, it's 33.30 or 33.29, just so we can avoid that whole number, the fifth whole number. 3.30. My pleasure, Andrea. I'm just setting my take profits. Perfect. All right. Hopefully this is a rally-based rally. Hopefully this is a rally-based rally right here. Rally-based rally. So here, proper risk management on this one, right, is if you're looking for buys, where does your stop loss go? at a low. Okay, so based on your perspective, what's your low? Okay, well, you know what? I like this morning star pattern. I like this wick. I like this candlestick. Okay, so I'm gonna put my entry. Let's put it there. Stop loss at the low of that wick. Okay, and we'll take it to 33.30 or 33.29. 2 to 1. That's still a 60 pip stop loss, right? So we're trying to get 100, almost 130, 140 pip reward. Okay, and that's the best we can do, guys. That's the best we can do when it comes to, just protecting your capital with the stop loss and so forth, right? Or don't over leverage, and let this area be kind of like your entry zone, and all your entries combined, 0.5%, 1%, whatever it may be.
Did the 5-minute signal disappear?
Yeah, it did. It didn't. It meant it just like all indicators, right? It needs to meet certain specific things for it to appear. But 3-minute chart has a buy. 2-minute chart has a buy. 1-minute chart has a buy. So we'll see how it works. I gotta go stay about a max for another 5-10 more minutes as I notice the time. We've been here about an hour already. And yeah, let's see. Where's GU? Ooh, very nice. I don't trade GU as active, but did anybody catch the buy? You got an Instagram entry right there. A whopping 11 pips in profits. Yeah, I knew Steph was going to be in. That's her pair. So see, this from now to there is a 30 pip move. Okay. So 30 pips. And if you put in there a standard, that's $300, right? You put in there 10 cents. That is, I believe, $30. Yeah, $30. If there's confirmation, and let's say, for example, it doesn't come back down to this wick, and you put your stop loss there, right? How big is this stop loss? That is a 10 pip stop loss, okay? So remember, you're only going for 30 pips to the top side. But because it's only a 10 pip stop loss, you can put this entry in there times 3, right? So it's only a 10 pip stop loss, 10 pip stop loss, 10 pip stop loss, which equals 30 pips, right? So if you put 3 entries there, you're still only risking 30 pips, which at the end of the day, you're only risking $30. But if this goes your way, and each of these entries give you 30 pips, 30 pips, 30 pips, you get $90, right? So that's why it's important to understand just how money multiplies in general, right? And that will give you some confidence in there to enter. The good thing about this setup, y'all, simultaneously, right? Remember, price is always trying to come back to equilibrium, or equilibrium is going to go to price. I'll go back to G in a second. All right, so let's say I think, okay, this one is going to come back to okay, right here, the 52 midpoint. Like, gee, well, that's a lot of drawdown. You know, if I've entered here now, it's got to come back over here. But that's why the future of the midpoint is very important. So price either comes back to equilibrium or equilibrium goes to price. So between now and the next 4 candlesticks, right? The next 4 candlesticks, the next 20 minutes after each 5-minute candlestick opens and closes, we're going to eliminate this low, this low, this low, and this low. And therefore, every 5 minutes, this midpoint is going to rise, it's going to rise, it's going to rise, and it's going to rise. And then next thing you know, this 52 midpoint will have come up to equilibrium and hopefully pump that price back up as we're looking. Okay. Use dance a little bit more. Yeah, once we get back above this 17 midpoint, I think we're ready to go, guys. For GU, more confirmation for me. But yeah, the buy low was there. These don't count because they're not tied up with FIBO, but it's there it goes. Oh my goodness, se nos fue el Lambo Pablo. No, Pablo Víctor, se nos fue el Lambo
Se nos fue. Ah, bueno.
Es que estoy muy invertido en oro ahorita, por eso también.
Yo también.
It's fun, guys.
So it's good like to put the stop loss under that wick then.
For GU?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you had that already, yeah.
1.35200, Steph, will be the first take profit for GU, the safest one. Just FYI. 1.35200, excuse me. If you got it from the wick, it's a whopping 35 pips. Okay. Gold, we're hanging tight. And all this is just a pullback, in my opinion, guys, right now. So just, we'll just hopefully it doesn't go too low. All right, just to respect the timing of everybody, I am gonna close it out right here. I'm monitoring this trade. Remember, anything here is an entry zone. It's just a matter of just the drawdown that can give it to us. We'll be patient with it. If there's any drastic changes, I'll let you guys know. But we'll close shop, and I'll keep an eye on gold and just stay active in the chat. If there's any major changes that I think we need to close out or just kind of hold tight. Okay, so we'll close it out. Hopefully you guys got value from both the live trading and the education. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we do start a little bit later because I got that Spanish call. And tonight, actually, in the evening, we are gonna have a kind of like a promotional call at night. I'll share with the WhatsApp group. If you guys want to kind of invite people to it, you can. If not, you can attend yourself. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you in the next one.
Thank you, G.
My pleasure.
Thank you, G. Thank you, G.
GG.
Have a good one.